The ships that are part of the modern naval forces of the leading world states differ in functionality, size, and power. Throughout the history of warships, during the construction of the Navy, advanced technologies were introduced into the development, new materials were used, and weapons were improved. This made it possible to constantly increase the survivability of ships and crew, to solve diverse combat missions with ships with small and large displacement. The Navy has always been and remains the pride of any state, and the arms race has led to a competitive confrontation between world powers, including in the field of shipbuilding. Every country wants to be protected by the most modern and most powerful ships in the world. The indisputable leadership since the Second World War belongs to the United States and Russia. However, it is worth noting that China and Japan are also not lagging behind. Let's find out which countries have the largest, most modern, and powerful warships. We will begin our video with the Izumo-class destroyer helicopter carriers, Japan. The Izumo-class ships are the largest warships in the Japanese Navy since World War II. Despite its size, the Izumo is a defensive ship. It has anti-submarine and anti-ship weapons, but is not equipped with any ground attack weapons. A ship's strength lies in the power of its aircraft. Izumo carries up to 28 aircraft and boasts 5 helicopter landing pads with simultaneous takeoff and landing capabilities. In addition, there is space for 50 cars. The vessel, equipped with 4 112,000 horsepower gas turbines, can reach speeds up to 30 knots. Wasp-class amphibious assault ships, USA. In terms of the number of ships and the number of the largest warships, the United States Navy receives top honors. Between 1989 and 2009, 8 Wasp-class amphibious assault ships were commissioned, and all 8 remain on alert today. Like other amphibious assault ships, it is designed to land on an enemy coast, deploy ground forces, and provide support. The 839-foot ship Wasp can carry a Marine Expeditionary Force of 2,000 Marines with tanks, light armored vehicles, landing ships, hammers, light attack aircraft, helicopters, offensive weapons, and auxiliary materials. In addition, each Wasp-class ship has a 600-bed infirmary with 6 operating rooms. 2 steam turbines and 2 electric turbines give this ship a cruising speed of 22 knots. Another U.S. representative, America-class landing craft. At 843 feet in length, the America is almost the same size as the Wasp, but is designed with plenty of deck space to accommodate large aircraft. Introduced in 2014, America can carry more aircraft, tanks, and ground vehicles than the Wasp. Like the aforementioned ship, its main purpose is to carry and disembark a naval expeditionary unit using helicopters and Ospreys. America can carry 1,687 Marines, a crew of 994 troops, and 65 officers. Powered by 2 gas turbines and 2 auxiliary thrusters, the ship has a speed of 20 knots. And with what characteristics the aircraft carrier Charles de Gaulle, France, can surprise us. Charles de Gaulle, 857 feet long, is both one of the largest warships in the world and the flagship of the French Navy. Commissioned in 2001, Charles de Gaulle is the only aircraft carrier serving the French Navy. This representative also bears the title of the largest warship in Western Europe, and the first French aircraft carrier with a nuclear installation. With an impressive 541-foot-long runway, it can accommodate up to 40 aircraft and a crew of 1,950. 2 water reactors, 2 steam turbines, and 4 diesel-electric turbines contribute to a maximum speed of 32 knots. Modified Kiev-class aircraft carrier, India. In 2004, India acquired one of 4 Kiev-class vessels taken out of service by Russia. 2 other aircraft carriers of this class were sold to China as museum pieces, and the 4th was dismantled. The purchase was interesting because Russia gave the ship to India for free. However, India paid Russia to repair, modernize, and equip the aircraft carrier with aircraft and weapons. In November 2013, modernization and sea trials were completed, after which it was commissioned as Vikramaditya. The reconstruction increased the size of the ship from the standard 895 feet for the model of this class to 928 feet. It should be added that Vikramaditya can carry a maximum of 36 aircraft, a crew of 110 officers, and 1,500 sailors. 8 turbocharged boilers and 4 steam turbines produce 180,000 horsepower and a speed of 30 knots. Liaoning aircraft carrier, China. Like INS Vikramaditya, the Liaoning was originally a Soviet ship. In 1985, the construction of a Kuznetsov-class aircraft carrier began in the USSR, but the collapse of the Soviet Union led to a halt in construction of the ship. after 10 years of chaos, the Chinese company acquired the ship from Ukraine. The slow transportation route eventually brought the ship to Chinese waters in 2002. Another 10 years were spent on the completion of construction and modernization before the aircraft carrier was finally transferred to the People's Liberation Army fleet. With a total 27 years elapsed between the start of construction and commissioning, Liaoning holds the record for the longest construction period of any aircraft carrier. At 997 feet long, Liaoning is one of the largest warships on Earth and the first aircraft carrier in the Chinese Navy. It accommodates 40 aircraft and has a regular crew of 1,960. Powered by steam turbines, electric turbines, and diesel generators, the ship travels at 32 knots. Like the Japanese Izumo, Liaoning carries only defensive weapons and relies on aircraft for any offensive attack. Kuznetsov-class aircraft carrier, Russia. This 1,000-foot heavy aircraft carrying missile cruiser is Russia's largest warship and one of the largest warships in the world. Commissioned by the USSR Navy in 1990, the Admiral Kuznetsov is the only active aircraft carrier in the Russian Navy. The ship is equipped with defensive and offensive weapons, a crew of 1,690 people. An additional 626 people serve over 50 aircraft, including 18 to 32 fixed-wing aircraft and 17 to 24 helicopters. Turbocharged boilers, steam turbines, and diesel generators allow the ship to move at a speed of 29 knots. Aircraft carrier class Nimitz, USA. The largest warship in the world is the Nimitz-class aircraft carrier. A ship of this class, having a length of 1,089 feet, a height of 23 floors, and an area of the flight deck of more than 11,184 square miles, is indeed a real floating city. The U.S. Navy has 10 large aircraft carriers of this class. 2 Westinghouse A4W nuclear reactors are propelling these giants at a speed of 30 knots, and can generate power for more than 20 years before refueling is required. The Nimitz can carry 85 to 90 aircraft, double that of most other warships. The ship serves over 5,000 servicemen, including the ship's company and the aircraft crew. Kevlar armor protects vital areas of the ship, and a minimum of 16 rocket launchers provide additional protection. The newest member of the Nimitz-class fleet, George H.W. Bush, entered service in 2009, and some older ships are undergoing refurbishment. It is understood that these floating fortresses will remain the superstars of the U.S. Navy and the largest warships in the world in the near future. Well, what is the largest ship in our time? It's time to answer this question. Aircraft carrier Ford class, USA. The USS Gerald R. Ford is the first in a new line of the U.S. Navy's Ford-class aircraft carriers. In terms of performance, Ford-class carriers are very similar to the Nimitz class. The ship's length, width, deck width, speed, engines, and power of the aircraft are about the same as those of its predecessor. However, the technology behind these measurements has been greatly improved. The USS Gerald R. Ford is one of, if not, the most technologically advanced active aircraft carrier in the world. Electrically powered components replace legacy steam systems. This upgrade gives the USS Gerald R. Ford 3 times the power generation capacity of the Nimitz class, making it affordable for future technological innovation. In addition, the USS Gerald R. Ford is the first Navy aircraft carrier to be fully 3D engineered. Both starting and stopping systems are undergoing major overhaul and improvement. The anticipated state-of-the-art electromagnetic aircraft launching system has reduced maintenance time in the long term and has also made daily operations cheaper and easier. The cockpit is smaller and farther aft. This increases the space for flight on deck and aircraft maintenance. In addition, the smaller cockpit allows the air wing to make more sorties. Also, the quality of life is improved throughout the ship with improved docking bays and more ergonomic workstations. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed the video. Which ship did you like the most, and which do you think is the most suitable for use by the troops? Leave your answers in the comments. If you like the video, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification to be the first to know when a new video is released. Thanks for watching. See you later.